Welcome to Readers in the Know. So assuming you've already created your publisher and author profiles, now let's add our first book. To do this, select Books from the publishing menu and then click Add Book. Enter your book's 10-character ASIN, which you can find on its Amazon product page here, as well as up here in the URL. Select all the markets in which your book is available and click Find a Book. If you selected all the available markets, this could take about a minute, so now is a good time to take a sip of that tea. When that's done, you'll be redirected to this page. As you navigate around the various publishing functions, you'll see a number of these notices pop up. Don't be alarmed, but do read them. They contain important information about what has happened or what is about to happen. As you can see, a lot of the work has already been done for you. You may also notice that the value given here under Total Reviews is higher than you expect. The reason for this is that Amazon's review system is not centralized. So if you have 10 reviews on Amazon.com and 5 reviews on Amazon.co.uk, for example, they will show you one or the other depending on which store you happen to be visiting, but never the combined total of 15. We, on the other hand, search each of your book's review pages on all English-speaking markets, which currently is the UK, the US, Canada and Australia. And then we return the combined total of all of these. Since Amazon's database doesn't have much information about what kind of book it is, or its content rating, you'll have to enter these manually. The best way is just to carefully go down the form, each row at a time, and classify your book as accurately as you can, since it's this classification that will be matched against our readers' reading preferences, thus determining who gets to see your book and who doesn't. When choosing which genre tags to apply, don't forget to choose from both columns where appropriate. For more information about how preference matching works, just hover over this question mark. Now, everything we've covered up to this point will be applied to all editions of this book. So if you now add a paperback edition, you won't need to go through any of that book classification again. What follows now are therefore the details of this specific edition, whose ASIN you just entered. Once again, all of this should have been retrieved automatically, but it's important to check the pricing, especially for markets outside your own, since these are the prices that will be displayed to any of our members from those countries. The quickest way to check any of these, if you're not quite familiar with all your regional pricing, is to click on the links here. Each one will take you to your book's page in that country's Amazon store, where you can verify the current price as it appears in that local currency. When you finish this, just click Save and you're done. You'll then be returned to your book's main edit form, where you can edit any of the details just entered except, you'll notice, the pricing, global availability, ASIN and ISBN. This is because these are specific to the edition, not the book. So to change any of that, you need to click here on the edition. As you can see, this takes you to a much shorter form, and it's essentially this you'll need to complete when adding new editions. So let's now do that. Let's add the paperback edition of this book. It's better if you use this button on the book's edit form rather than going back to the book management page and clicking Add Book, since this way the system will know not to bother retrieving all the same information again. And if the title is not quite the same, which is sometimes the case, it won't get confused and try to add it as a brand new book. Of course, our system still needs to pull all the regional pricing from the separate Amazon databases for each of your selected markets, but it should be a little bit quicker than before. When done, you'll end up here on the new edition entry form. Once again, check these prices and click Save. And there you go. Now, as you can see, we have added 2 editions. If you have hardcover or audiobook versions, just repeat this last step as required. In fact, it's not unusual to have different editions for different markets. So you may have multiple paperback editions, for example. If this is the case, just make sure you select the right global availability for each new one you add. Anytime you want to see what all this will look like to our readers, just click this button here, and this will take you to the book profile page, as shown in the first of these videos. Let's now return to the book management page. Similar to the table view on the home page, you'll now see your books appear in this sortable, searchable grid. If you selected account type publisher or agent, you'll have an extra column here showing the author of the book and allowing you to view and edit those details also. Click on the pencil icon to edit details of the main book or any of its editions. Click on this icon to view the public page for any edition, like we just saw. Hovering over this globe icon will display the geotags for all the Amazon markets you selected in this edition's edit form, and can be changed simply by clicking on the pencil and returning to that form. And in terms of book management, that's basically it. Thank you for watching.